Hi and welcome to today's video in which I have an unboxing. I saw a week ago that Sephora were launching some boxes for Christmas and they correspond with the theme of the advent calendar that they launched in the last month or so. So there were some boxes, a couple of boxes that really interested me, so I picked up the hair collection and I've also picked up this one which is called Sephora Favourites, the Indulgence collection. So again, it's in orange, and I actually do like the orange, and it has some stars on, so it is festive. Now on this sleeve, it has the products and the ingredients, so you can check for any allergies, etc. So, I mean, you could gift this, and this would be wonderful, because this retails at £99 and has a value of, according to Sephora, I think it's £535, which is great. For me, this represented better value to me than the advent calendar, because there are some high-end items that weren't in the advent calendar that are in this. So it is horses for courses. If you like the idea of opening a box every day, then the advent calendar may be more for you. But as I speak, this is currently available. I think this one is likely to sell out the quickest, I would imagine, and I don't think they'll be around for long. Now, Sephora have had a sale on, but the Sephora collection items for Christmas were not included, so there is no reduction on this. But like I say, I'm very, very pleased. Like I say, it's so heavy, it's packed. So I'm going to, without further ado, I'll go through the items and select some one by one. Now the first item is a high ticket item that I don't believe was in the advent calendar, and it's Augustina Spada, the Rich Cream, and this is 15ml. Now I got one of these a few weeks ago in the Fenwick advent calendar, and last year I got the cream, which I'm using at the moment, which is still rich and emollient. I still think that the cream may not be useful for combination skin unless you wanted to use it as an eye cream, because it is quite rich. Then another item which I wanted to try, and again which wasn't in the advent calendar, is Joe Loves Fig Trees. So this is a travel candle. It's 70 gram. It's sold in a set of 3 for £75, and there's 3 different fragrances. Now I think everybody gets fig trees in this box, and it's a very fresh mugwort green sort of fragrance with a bit of woodsy note. To me, it reads more masculine than feminine, but I will use that in the bath. Now, some of the more natural fragrances don't always smell the best when they're cold. It's better when they're lit, and I presume this will be the same. But I really wanted to try one of the candles, and I didn't want to fork out £78 for a set. So I'm pleased to have the opportunity to try it now. It is soy, so it should burn fairly evenly, I would say. You've just got to make sure the candle pools fully, so you don't get rings, and that you trim the wick in between burns. So like I said, they're 2 items that nearly cover the price of the box. Then I have another item that is personally of interest to me, and it is the LMS Pro Collagen Night Cream, which I've been using as long as this has been made. I was initially using the Pro Collagen Day Cream because that was the first cream I knew where to use at day and night, but now this, and then there's other night systems as well in the Pro Collagen range. This one I thought would be worth around £30 for 15ml, but actually when I've looked online at LMS, this is sold for £42. So yeah, I'm pleased to have this, because whilst I have a lot of day creams, I don't have many night creams left. So this is one that I love to use. So like I say, I think it's absolutely divine, so I'm pleased to have that. And then it doesn't stop there. There's another night cream, and this is by Clarins. It's the Nutri Lumiere Nuit Nourishing Rejuvenating Night Cream 15ml. Now this isn't sold in this price. I think this is maybe specially for this box or for their own kits. And the full size I think is 50ml for £90. So it is one of their most expensive ranges of skincare. Clarins do have different price points. Some anti-aging, some rejuvenating. They do lots of different things. But this is one that it would be nice to try at night. I will need to see if they've got any active ingredients, because I don't like too many to clash or to have too many retinols or too many active ingredients that are stacking on top. But I shall certainly give this one a use, because like I say, I haven't got many night creams left at the moment. Then there is another very high ticket price, and it's Cat Burkey. Now I have tried some samples by them. I don't think I've tried this one. It's the Lift and Film Foam Control Marine Collagen Gel. Now, I love marine collagen, and the first exposure was via LMS. So this one is a serum. I'll have to look at the ingredients on the slip to make sure it doesn't have aloe vera, because that can be problematic for me. So this is 15ml. It's not full size. It's a travel size at £90. The full size is I think 180 something, maybe £200. So it is expensive. So I'm pleased to have that. And that'll be a general face serum, which I will use after toning and before moisturising. Then we have another candle, and this is by a company I also wanted to try, and it's Urban Apothecary of London, Coconut Grove Luxury Scented Candle, 70 gram. Now this is actually sold at this price, it's £18. They do lovely fragrances, quite unisex, a bit like Joe. I think Joe loves our. And this is a green coconut. It doesn't smell like a rich, creamy coconut, but with a lot of high-end candles, they're not at the best cold because they have a lot of natural ingredients, but they actually sing, they come to life as soon as they are burning. So yeah, this one, there is some coconut, not particularly creamy, but I'll see how it is on the burn. But it's a lovely candle. It should pull well. So it's, like I say, a brand I really wanted to try. So with 20 items in the box, it's only £5 an item. So that's a bit of a bargain for premium candles. And that retails at £18. Then there is another serum, and this is the Shiseido Ultimune. Now I've had this has been out a few years, and I do have a few 10ml, which this is, in my collection. I've given one to Mr. Bear, who's using it at the moment, and he will work through the rest of the stash. I've tried it. Now, it is a good serum. I know it's been reviewed by magazines who've put them alongside others, and it compared well with the Estee Lauder night cream and quite a few other high-end serums. I think the best overall for moisture was the Estee Lauder, but this rated very, very well for hydration. So it's just, for me, I don't know what it is, whether it's a consistency. It's not a joy to use, so as such I'd rather pass it on to Mr. Bear and let him use it. He's getting on with it at the moment. So like I said, he won't be using this next. We go through the oldest product first, and then he will be using that again. But it's something that I know we will get use, and it is a really high-end product. This one is £23 for 10ml. So yeah, very, very expensive. Then we have a hand care product, and it's by a really good brand, Margaret Dabbs of London, who makes lots of different hand and foot creams and foot products, and has won a lot of awards. And this is 75ml of the Repairing Night Cream. Now, I did get in an advent calendar last year another night cream. I don't know whether she's repackaged or it's another range. It's in a bright yellow. And I've also got a bright yellow serum, which I'm going to start soon. So once I use the serum with its corresponding cream, I will then use this, because I'm sure the serum won't be used as quickly as the cream will, but I think I'll use more cream. So I'm happy to have this. This is £18, and I'm sure this is lovely because she has, like I say, won a lot of plaudits for her ranges, because she specifies just in hands and feet. I think initially it was feet and then hands. Then we have another serum. So this is for the eyes. It's the Brightening Eye Lift Serum by Pomegranate. I've not heard of that company before. It's not a Sephora UK exclusive, but it is a gel cream in a pipette, which I like. A gel oily product. It looks like there's lipids in, so I thought I'm saying oil. But I will put that on the eye after toner, and I might have a tiny bit of eye cream on top, but it's something I would be interested in using. I'm not sure to what degree it would brighten. It says lift, so I'm interested in the lift thing, because my skin's very bright. Where I've got dark circles, there is nothing that's going to change them, because they're not actually within the skin. It's hereditary, and it's the blood vessels under the eye, and I've had that since all my life. So yeah, but if it just gives a bit of lift to my saggy eyes, that would be great. The next item is another serum, and it's a good one. It's Medicate C Tetra Lux Vitamin C. Now I've actually got this. I bought this myself last year because I'd run out of vitamin C serums. You can get creams, but I think serum is the best delivery system to get into the skin. So I bought 3 different ones. I'm using one at the moment by La Roche-Posay, and I'm going to use the one I've already got from last year. But basically, it is a serum, and it is a lipid, which means it's oil-based. It's not water-based, because I prefer water-based. But I'm going to give this a try, this lipid one. Since then, because I had a run out last year, and since then I've picked up quite a lot of vitamin C's, but I will use the older ones first. The thing with oils, they do say with vitamin C, you apply it as your first serum, then you put any other serums after. But with lipids, some of them can be occlusive and stop other serums and then moisturisers from sinking into the skin and the active ingredients working. If I have a problem and fear that's the case, I'll put that after moisturiser, because it may act as a slugging because it's an oil. But some of these oils are very sophisticated, and they may just allow the other moisturisers to work. But like I say, I'm going to use the other one, then I will use this, but I'm glad to have a second one. These are around £30, I think, for this one. And I think this one was 56, so quite expensive for the eye. Then we have another product by, I've not heard of this company, it's Rug Estate. RHUG Estate, and it must be from an estate probably in the UK. Wild Beauty, and it's a protecting facial oil. It's 10ml with £30, and I think it's 30ml is full size. This is quite it's not very viscous, it's quite runny, a bit thicker than water, but that's my preferred consistency, so it's not too thick. And I would probably, because some of the oils say use it instead of a moisturiser, but I prefer to use moisturisers, so I'd put that on top or before, and I'd have to work out the combination, but generally on top. But I'm going with very little oils. In the last year I've acquired quite a few oils, but it's one that will be added to my collection. Then another company I wanted to try and haven't is Ultraviolet SPF 50, and this is a spray that you use as a top-up spray. So it's throughout the day. You might have put creams on in the morning, you might have had a lot of sun exposure, and you need a top-up. You'd spray that on top, and I presume it'd be safe for use, or would be effective for use on top of makeup. So it's in a. The only thing is, I wonder how fine the spray is. I don't want to activate it because I don't want it to go off, but I'm going to be using that next summer. So that is 30ml, and it's worth, I think, around £12. But Ultraviolet isn't inexpensive. It's quite an expensive brand for sunscreen, but I've been using other sunscreens that I have in stock. Then a product I'm perhaps not so interested in, in fact I'll be passing on to the family member or a friend, because I don't like the scent in the house. It's Neom Perfect Night's Sleep Pillow Mist. Now, since this, they've brought another one out, or promoted another, that's got cedarwood in, because, and I think chamomile, because chamomile is relaxing, because not everybody, in fact many people do not like lavender. I'm for one, I really detest it. So if products have lavender in, but I can't detect the scent of it, then we're all hunky-dory. But this is a lavender-based pillow mist. You can put it on your pillow, on your curtains, in the air, on your clothes. But obviously, I for one won't be doing that. I would prefer if they just they always give the lavender one. I would love if they would give out the cedarwood. Sometimes you get the cedarwood candles in advent calendars, but often it's the lavender. But all of those, I mean, if it was a body wash, I'd probably get away with it, but not something left on the body, if you know what I mean. So that I will pass on. Then we have a couple not so inspiring items, but it's L'Oreal Professional Scalp Advanced. Now this system has a number of subcategories. This one is the niacinamide version, and it is for soothing hair for sensitive scalps. The thing is, though, it has sodium lauryl sulfate, which can irritate scalp, so it would be better if they didn't. And I don't know why, because it's not expensive to take sodium lauryl sulfate out, because there are brands that are producing products inexpensively. But so this would be a deep clarifying type shampoo. But I'm going to pass this on to Mr. Bear, who can have a sensitive scalp, and see how he gets on with it. And I could use it just once to try, because now I tend not to use sulfates unless I'm dyeing my hair, because in order to drag excess dye out, they would, you know, you need a sulfate based, or at least that's what the system suggests. But other than that, I don't use them. But there is a treatment I want to try on my hair, which does require or suggests that you use a clarifying shampoo. So I would use these sorts of shampoo for that. Then there is, not in the same range, but in the professional range, is an Absolute, from the Absolute range, is a repair, and it's protein and gold quinoa, or quinoa. I know quinoa is the English pronunciation, but quinoa, I think, is Portuguese. And this one is 75ml. So protein masks don't necessarily soften, so I'm going to see how well I get on with them. I mean, I will use them, and if they're not so good, when I use them next time, I'll add another mask that's better, or an oil with it. And this one is highly perfumed though, quite a floral note. I would rather it wasn't so perfumed. It's a light custard colour, it's quite rich, but I'll certainly give that a try because I do like using masks. Then we have something I did want to try, Redken Acid Perfecting Concentrate, 5% citric acid. So this year is a leave-on. After you've washed, towel dried your hair, you put this on, because the hair, like, it is acidic, as most of the body, well, I think our bodies are slightly acidic, the hair more so. So if it has an acidic treatment, it is more likely to protect the hair. Obviously you can't have things too acidic because it will damage, but this, or whatever concentration and how they're formulated, is supposed to help with the shine and also the quality of the hair. It is a treatment. So it's one I have had on my radar, wanted to try. It's only £5 worth, but it's worth me giving it a try, because sometimes I get full, and I've got lots of hair care stuff, because I try them once and I go, it's not brilliant, but I'll use it sometime, and then I never do, you see. So the next item is Origins Ginseng Cool. So I don't know if it means cooling, but it is a cream. Now I've had the gel version, but this is the eye cream, illuminating. So I think this range has vitamin C in, from what I can get, and I have used them. But this I'm going to pass on to Mr. Bear, because I have quite a lot of creams, and I think he might like it. So it's kind of a rich cream. It's got a strange scent, but it's quite a rich cream. It's slightly a dusky pink, I would say. 15ml, it's full size and worth £29. So that's a nice little one to use. Origins, you can't go wrong, even if they don't have all the desired results. I've not had problems with any Origin stuff. Absolutely wonderful. Then I have a Detox Dry Shampoo by Dry Bar. Now, there's no ball bearing in this, but there's hardly anything in it. It's 10 gram. I reckon that's one use, just at the roots for me. So it's worth a try. I hope I don't like it, because it's probably going to be very expensive. But like I say, I'll use it once the day before I want to wash my hair. And I mean, I don't always do that, but if I'm going out, I don't like greasy roots, but I have oily roots because I've got medium fine hair and very dry ends. So the final item, I've tried things by Beauty Pro, but I've not tried this. It's the Warming Eye Mask, one mask. Chamomile self-warming eye mask. Now I know some people like the eye mask cool and some people like them warm. I just don't like, I prefer them just like body temperature, you know. But I will give this a try. I don't like to be over hot, if I'm totally honest, but I will give this one a try. This one's worth £12, so it's nice to have in a box. I wouldn't necessarily go out and buy it, but if I love it, that may change. So anyway, can I say thank you for watching this video, because like I said, these are all the items. Let me know your thoughts down below. What I will say is this box works out for me. I mean, the items that I'm happy to have these because I can pass these on. And then that's the shampoo. The hair care is so-so, except for that. I really like that one, which is the acid one. I wanted to try ultraviolet, really happy with that. The eye lift sounds intriguing. The C Tetra, I personally bought it, so I'm glad to have this. Obviously, if it doesn't work out, I will pass this on. The Margaret Dabbs, love, you know, what I've tried from hers has been really nice. That, which is the Clarins Night Cream, the two candles, epic, and then obviously these premium face products, skincare, absolutely lovely. So for me, it's been an absolute bargain, and yeah, I've itemised the items looking at whether you can get them all mil for mil. And this one, Indulgence, is £535. So for me, it was a really good spend, and I prefer the contents for me more than the advent calendar. I think the advent calendar had more, and I think there's one, I thought, there's one other item I missed, sorry. In the corner, because I was just thinking there was one makeup item. It's Kiko 30 Days Extension Night Treatment Booster. Sorry, I missed that. And this is supposed to help lashes grow if you use it consistently every day for 30 days. I do like Kiko. I think they're inexpensive brand, and their items, they're of Milan and made in Italy. So that's going to be wonderful, and I will use it at some point in the future. But for me, this has been a really good one. It's skincare heavy with some candles. There's no body care I notice, which is interesting. But even so, it's worked for me better than the advent calendar, because the advent calendar had it just, the brands weren't of interest to me. I think they had some Elemis, and then they had K18, which is a hair treatment, and they were the two standouts. But I didn't wish to buy that because you end up with more products than I can use, so I have to be very, very careful and try not to buy any more calendars. There is one more in this this little edition, and I've got a hair one which will be coming to you perhaps the following day, because I want to put them up when they're still available. This box is still available, but I don't know how long for. But can I say thank you very much for watching, as I do appreciate your time. It is valuable. Hopefully I shall see you in another video. Otherwise, please take care of yourselves, and bye for now.